Thanks for the abbreviated notes. I'll send out a complete copy of notes tomorrow. So if you see some typos, please forgive me. And tomorrow I'll send you the email to apply for credentials for Ames if you don't already have the guy's contact information. So that's that. We'll open it up to questions for Tom Brent.
I don't have an opening statement, so.
Put a lot of focus in. We talked about it a lot Sunday. Where are you at now in preparation for Iowa State?
Yeah, I mean, probably this press conference is maybe redundant. I think we did that Sunday, so we're looking forward to it, and preparation is ongoing. So it's not like you're gearing up for an important week in any different fashion, but you're gearing up. You're definitely gearing up.
What do you like from Nelson at 174? These first two tools?
I like the pizzazz. I like letting it fly. I like seeing him going out and wrestling his best wrestling. And it's wide open, and it's smart, and it's powerful, and it's explosive. And those are all good descriptions to have your wrestling look like. And let's keep a good thing going. Let's keep it going.
And what led to that weight change?
I mean, here's where we're at. Fans want to know who's going. Fans want to know right now what our lineup's going to look like. And I'm telling you right now, our lineup looks like it looks. And Sunday when we put whoever's out on the mat in Ames, that's what our lineup's going to be. And that's our best lineup at that time. Our best lineup is what you're seeing. And that could continue. This is not something where, like, it's just an automatic, where there's just a guy that's just going to step in. You know, this is, you keep a good thing going and you're going to keep getting the nod. So that's where we're at. Guy's doing a good job. We're going to keep him in there.
Someone who grew up in Iowa, what was the perception of the Cyhawk rivalry, wrestling specifically, as you were growing up?
Don't know that it was like that in my mind. I knew that there was a style difference, and I knew that I gravitated toward Gable, and that was a young age, and that goes without saying maybe, but you know, my heroes that were on my wall wore black and gold, without a doubt.
What was your first memory of Iowa State wrestling?
I mean, I would say I shouldn't say what I want to say. So I'll just pass and be nice. And it was a real competitive rivalry. And I know that Terry and I'll speak for Terry and say that we liked how Gable ran his program just by watching on Iowa Public Television, just watching how they went out and competed at a young age. Like that's the program that I want to emulate right there, that one. It wasn't like, there was one program that you want to emulate.
Did you ever go to Iowa State when you were growing up?
I did.
Do you remember?
I do remember, and the one that I remember was in Hilton Coliseum, and there was one team that I was watching, and that team was wearing black and gold.
You know, the school has a lot of significance with people within the state. Do the guys on the team, since it's been kind of one-sided here lately, you know, do the guys kind of grasp what this duel means for a lot of the fans?
This duel is important. It's the next duel. This duel is important. It is, you mentioned Cyhawk. There's athletic department ramifications now with the Cyhawk Trophy, Cyhawk Series. And this is important to this program, and we emphasize it.
What's the difference wrestling on the road?
You're not your own bed, but it's like we know what's coming. We have a plan in advance. We've already talked to our team about departure and routines and what to expect on the bus for nutrition, and our routine doesn't change. We're just going down the road a little bit.
I'm sure none of that is very fun, but what about like specifically on that?
Get ready to wrestle and know that you're going to be in a environment that maybe you're not as familiar with, but there's still a lot of Hawkeye fans in Hilton Coliseum. And if there wasn't, which there will be, but if there wasn't, there's no better environment to wrestle in either. Enemy arenas are fun to wrestle in, just like home arenas are fun to wrestle in. As a competitor, you look forward to the next match. 100%. Go out there and have fun and put points on the board and wrestle your match.
Where have you seen Miles Wilson kind of grow or progress?
I've seen him handle adversity. He was in the lineup as a freshman, his second-year freshman. We went to, I believe it was Ohio, and he was wide open. And we like how he competed, and then he had some adversity, and he's handled it well. He was on the U23 World Team. He went to Serbia just recently at the beginning of November. And I think that there's a learning experience there where we have to stay in our best positions. Our best positions favor us, and we don't have to do things that are kind of risky or gambling type. We're not rolling the dice. And Miles Wilson has explosive skills, and he needs to stay in that area where those best things that he does really, really well come out in his wrestling. Pretty simple, but he also has an X factor.
What's the likelihood of him staying in the lineup or Assad taking the match?
That's a question that everybody wants to know right now. And earlier, I just talked about it. Right now, Miles Wilson is our 184-pounder. And there's no controversy there. We have two guys there. And, you know, Kirk Ferentz has two quarterbacks that are ready to go at a high level. And either one of them can step in and do the job. They're a little bit different, maybe. Abe Assad and Miles Wilson are a little bit different, maybe. But we have two guys there that can step in and do the job. Right now, Miles Wilson is our guy.
What have the conversations been like with Caleb Young this week? You know, going to wrestle a guy like David Carr as well as he did at Nationals last year.
Yeah, I mean, you have to know the characteristics of your opponent. You don't dwell on them. That's a program philosophy. And then go out and wrestle your match. And there's certain things that, you know, we know that David Carr does very well. There's certain things that we do very well. And if we do the things that we do well, I like our chances. Go out there and execute, wrestle your match, stay in positions that favor you, and make it a tough match on your opponent. That's a universal formula in this sport.
How excited are you to see the Hawkeye fans travel just down the road for your team?
I think our fans travel well, and when I say I think, I mean, of course they do. Hawkeye fans are the best fans in the country. They demand a lot from their athletes, and especially in wrestling. The standard has been set for decades, and there's a lot of similarity in their expectations and the expectations of our wrestlers. Our wrestlers expect to do well as well. So we love it that our fans travel well. We love it that we're going to an enemy arena. We love it that there's going to be a lot of Hawkeye fans there. We love it that this is the next event on the calendar, and we got to be ready to go. And our fans are looking forward to a good performance, and so are we as coaches.
Touched on a handful of guys that were in names last weekend. Guys like Wyatt, Colin, and Drake on the mat, Patrick Kennedy too. What do you like about the way those guys have been wrestling field and turning
Yeah, Costello also won. So Costello was a champion as well. What do we like about our young guys? We like that they're hungry for the mat. They're doing the things that are essential to development. And even guys that maybe aren't in the role of development in their mind because they've been here long enough to know that, hey, I want to be in the lineup. And I'm talking about Aaron Costello, but still goes out and performs at a high level and, went through a tournament and had some good results and ended up being the champion. And that's what we want. We want guys that are hungry for the mat. They're hungry for results. And just because they're not in the role that they want to be in, they're going to represent the program the way the program should be represented, and that's on them. That's because of them and their attitude, and that's not like an expectation that we worry about. That's an expectation of the program, but that's really a no-brainer. Aaron Costello is a professional. He's a professional, and Patrick Kennedy's a professional. So maybe a little bit differences there. One's in red shirt and one's not, but both guys doing what they need to do on a daily basis to get better every day. And they're having a blast doing it. They're having a lot of fun doing it.
Tom, how do you like the new overtime rule? Or do you like
I like the new overtime rule. I like it. I like 2 minutes. I like getting through the ride out. I think it's very redundant to go another one unless there's, even writing time. 0-0 on the clock writing time, or zeros on the clock writing time, then go another one. But I like it. Good change for college wrestling.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.